what you need to do to be successful. And it's really important that you do that. We've got to scan left, middle. We have to see what's going on. Now, this is a partially controlled intersection. If we're not paying attention, cars can come and hit us. We have the right of way. This is a master class. We're going to show you how to drive. This is a regulatory sign. We want to stop, S-T-O-P, but now we need to move forward. It's called showing the car. This is rush hour in the morning. This is serious. So we want to look left and right, but I'm going to show you how to be successful and how to overcome anxiety. We want to go into the nearest lane, L-A-N-E. We're going to go ahead and keep moving forward and be smooth and be safe. Safety is no accident. We're going to turn on our right turn signal, which is up. We're going to get over to the right, R-I-G-H-T. And then this is a red light. We have to stop. A lot of beginners fail because they don't stop. And if you don't stop and look, you're going to end up, yes, there is a lot of glare. Hello, how you doing from England? God bless you. What is going on? Welcome. You're here in the United States, in the Midwest. Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate all of you. So it's very rainy today, and we want to be careful because it's hard to see. We got a lot of glare going on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn in the first lane, and then we're going to be getting on the expressway. So this is going to be a really good drive. We got a lot of traffic. We're on Wednesday coming after Christmas break. Sorry about the wind. And there's going to be a lot to see, a lot to interact with, and really good driving elements. So we want to get up to speed and just kind of settle down. It takes me a moment to settle down too. So when all of you drive, just take a moment, get into the car, start it up, get your heat right, get your music right, and then come in and just relax. And that's what I try to do. I always hate rushing because that's when you speed, you have accidents. You got to get gas, you spill gas on yourself, you got to go to the ATM. The one thing I've done this year is just try to become more organized, have things laid out the night before, clothes laid out, everything laid out, water, phone charged, coffee made, and then I'm saving about $10 a day, all because of organization. And it feels good not to stop at the fast food place, because really that's not really healthy for you. So I've saved already $30, right, already, and that's money that can be put into making content for you guys, money that can be put into pay a bill, and it feels good just to get on the road. But this is more serious. There's a lot more traffic. It's 38 degrees. I feel like a weatherman. It's 38 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're on a cloverleaf, getting ready to get on the I-94 corridor. This is one of the major expressways in the Midwest, and we're moving slow. We're at 40 miles an hour. Oh my God. That was disappointing. Guys, that's what she said. That was disappointing. I'm sorry, honey. I don't know what happened. That was hilarious because we had to get up to like 60 and we were at like a slow 35. Gotta be aware when you get out here on the expressway. It's a whole new animal. That really tickled me because I was trying to push that gas pedal and that car rolled up beside me. Right? Thank you. Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna see in the morning sometime. So you just have to, put your driver's education hat on and practice safe fundamentals from Mr. Johnson, Mr. Black, Mr. Myles, right? So we're in the middle lane, and we're just trying to settle down. What's the flow of the traffic? We're about 65, and I can tell this is going to be a long, thick, heavy journey, and I'm just trying to get comfortable, and it takes a moment to get comfortable. Weather does impact driving. The last few days, we've had a lot of ice in the morning, ice during the day, and temperatures drop down. One of my adult drivers, he's interested in going pro in baseball. He broke his ankle. And let me tell you about dedication. We drive with we're in America, we have automatics mainly. He broke his left ankle and he showed up for driving. I said, man, you're okay? Yeah. I said, this your last drive. Just give me your paperwork. No, I want to drive with you. I want to drive with you. I'm like, what? He had a broken ankle. That's dedication. I had another young man who was sponsored by a motorcycle group. He broke his collarbone. He could not drive. I'm like, whoa. So, real dedication. And now we see all these brake lights. So you got to be dedicated when you get out here. You can't let anything get in your way. And, you know, we as adults, you know, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, we let things get in our way, right? You know, fix that car in the garage. You know, get it out for the summer. You know, we got real traffic here. Whoa, bro, I do not want to get rear-ended. I am squeezing. This car's freaking tailgating me. Get off of me. This is why we got to get that rear dash cam installed. I keep promising you, and you guys are like, you keep saying this. This car was right on me, my guys. I'm going to show you this. This car, you see the headlights. I swear they were in the back seat with me. Back off, man. You see those headlights? This is real life out here. If you go too fast, you're going to rear end someone, and they're going to rear end you. It is very annoying. That's one thing I hate, because you feel so violated, and you want to be safe out here. I try to be safe. You know me. You guys and ladies who listen to me, you know my voice. You know in the morning I'm spicy, I'm ready to go, I feel good, you know, getting back into the groove. But it's definitely the volume of traffic has increased at least 50%, and it's more cutthroat. People are tailgating, a lot more aggressive. I'm just trying to stay out of the way of other drivers. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, it looks like we're settled down. We're about 70, 75 miles an hour. The I-94 interstate runs from where I am, runs from Canada on through across Michigan, Illinois, then it goes through Indiana, and then we get into a deeper part of the Midwest. So this is a 3-lane road. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 2. We're going to pass through a lot of farms, a lot of open roads where we have a lot of semi-trucks. We had a really good live yesterday. If you didn't get a chance to see that, please take a look at it. A lot of good questions. And we're going to go live again about 7 o'clock, 6:45. I'm squeezing my brakes. It's a good vibe and good energy. We all need time off, you know, to recharge. And my last couple of days, I've been driving adults 4:30, 6:30 class, 6:30, 8:30, and then driving 8:30, 10:30. You guys are like, how do you do that? I'm crazy. That's how I do it. But it doesn't make for a good journey. And let's get away from there. Oh my God, I almost lost it. Boy, girl, you saw me. I was hugging the left lane like, what are you doing, brother? Jesus, that was scary. Oh, and that's how beginner drivers do. One client almost put me in a ditch yesterday. I'm like, please stay on the road or you won't pass. Driving like this is very difficult for beginners. And guys, it wasn't like this yesterday. This is Detroit. This is Chicago. This is Houston, Texas. Texas has like 6 lanes and a lot of semi-trucks, cattle trucks, a lot of Teslas, a lot of electric cars. You got to pay crazy attention. Is traffic like this in your area, guys? That guy in that freaking crazy F-150, what the heck is he doing, man? Come on. So I'm just scanning left, middle, and right. And I'm trying to keep my following distance. I do have an enhanced license, so I can go to Canada. I can go to the Caribbean islands, Mexico, London. Yes. That's very interesting. Yes, yes. Semi-truck drivers from Canada, Illinois, because, you know, international border. And we're all a little tired, you know, third day back to work. Are your roads in London? And I've seen some videos. I've seen some are they similar to this? 3 lanes, 2 lanes, a more like, I want to say, not rural, but like country city, because I know there are a lot of beautiful areas in London. UK, London, Oxford. I'm an American. Forgive my ignorance if I say something wrong. Sorry about that. Looks like people might have settled down. Last 5 or 6 minutes, they were driving crazy, stop and go, slamming brakes, tailgating. I'm not a tailgater, as you can see. And you're taking your lesson with me. Keep space. Keep good speed. Oh boy. Similar. Okay, well, here they go again. On them brakes. Do you drive an automatic or manual? I know how to drive both. I've driven a Volkswagen, a Camaro, a small box truck. Well, that's really impressive. I know you have crazy roundabouts. We have smaller 1 lane, 2 lane, 4 lane roundabouts. We're at about 65. Added automatic step on me, you can drive more. Yes. A lot of people wait till the last second to jump all the way over to the right lane, because that exit takes people out of the country. So they're really tailgating, like that white 300. People were just like tailgating the damn thing. They tailgate in London, in the UK. They drive aggressive. I gotta ask you a question. I'm an American. I drive on the right, our IGHT, and our steering wheel's on the left. Could I come to London, to where you are, and could I get in and drive? I mean, that's the question I want to ask you. By being an American, used to driving on the right, steering wheel's on the left, could I come to your country right now? If I snap my fingers, boom, I'm there. Some drivers definitely tailgate. Okay. I know how to drive a manual. I think driving on the opposite side of the road would kind of throw me off for a moment. It would freak me out, definitely. Because right now, this is freaking me out a little bit, because they're just moving crazy fast and people trying to get where they're going. But one trip I want to do is, you know, get to the UK, you know, see Big Ben, see all those things, and Buckingham Palace, but also drive. Get a manual and get out there and drive. Do you have a lot of electric vehicles there? EVs. We're settled down a little bit, but I'm just really trying to breathe a second. Trying to have good speed control. It's taking me a little bit longer to settle down. I just don't know why. You know, the rush. And I'm really trying to be the solid defensive driver. I left my foot off the gas too long. I almost lost my competitive advantage. Good. Put over my shoulder, check that blind spot. People are moving, man. The average here is about 88 miles an hour. I'm trying to be about 70, 75. They're moving, man. And I try to have good speed and good space and a space cushion. Now, I know your driver's licensing system is much more, it's more than the United States. I'm not saying it's better or worse, but I know it's more. How long did it take you to obtain your license, and what is the cost? I know you're in British pounds, we're in US dollars, but how much does it cost to obtain a motor vehicle license in London? That blinker, note that lack of blinker threw me off. I can't believe the speed people are driving right now in the morning. I don't know if it's me, but they're moving, bro. This guy or lady didn't even see me. That's how side swipes happen. So I think this is a real eye-opener for those of you who want to learn how to drive. There are multiple speed situations all the time. Okay. Depends on your ability. Okay, I got it. What I need to do is all these brake lights. I need to do a discussion, a master class on the UK versus the United States driver's education system. It would be very eye-opening, and I like to compare different things. You can use your horn. Awareness. I use my horn if I have to. I'm not a big horn person. Obviously, yes, I agree. I use my horn in case someone's going to cut me off, or maybe a dangerous situation. Like, this is way out of pocket, guys. That truck could hit that tower. Oh, that's too high. Whoa, you see that semi-truck, man? That's so close to the bridge. Yeah, this traffic is really different. It was not like this Monday or Tuesday. And this puts you on edge when you come into work or come home. You start snapping, kicking the dog, screaming at the wife. Or your wife kissed the cat and screaming at the husband. Yes, friends. Yes. Oh, wow. Thank you, man. I'm just learning so much today. Please make sure you're subscribed. I'm learning. I'm going to have you, there's an accident. See, there's an accident that hit the wall. Oh, that's a Tessie. It's about to be a mess out here, bro. Oh, I'm so happy I got off. Not happy at them. But I think, you know, looking at other driving schools across the country and the world will give you insight. And that's a great educational tool. Oh, thank you. I can tell. Appreciate you. Oh, and And this is a crossover. It's about, oh my God. All right, this is a crossover. And it goes over the bridge. And then we're gonna stop, S-T-O-P. There's traffic coming. I'm not gonna jump out there and hit the gas. I will get hit, H-I-T, and it's not worth it. It's not this serious. What I'm doing is looking left and right. I had a Meta glasses on, the Meta Ray-Bans, and I'll be putting this video out as soon as I can. It's just heavy traffic. We're by a hospital, we're by the expressway. I'm just waiting patiently. I see the car coming. I don't want to get hit. Here's my gap. Oh, hey, in the UK, do you have flock safety cameras? Yes, we have flock safety cameras. They say they're to make the community secure. There are a lot of small businesses over here, you know, urban area, crime, you know, assault, battery. But every time you go by, they take a picture of your license plate. And people can actually document where you are. You know, I've done a quick story on that. I'm going to pause. So, do you have security cameras in the UK? And I'm trying to just take my time. It's going to be really intense today, I can tell. Just because of the volume of traffic, how people are driving. Oh, man. So this was definitely very intense today. And I think the biggest thing, you know, the question is, what are the takeaways from this? The takeaways are, you got to be that defensive driver. The takeaways from this, you need to really be aware of what's going on. The takeaways, you need to have good speed and good space. You saw a lot of people cutting off, a lot of people being aggressive. We were comparing the UK to the United States versus France. Each motor vehicle licensing system is different. I'm gonna do a deep dive on comparing, and I think that will be very helpful because I want to be educated, right? And this channel is about educating you. You know, I do clips. I'm doing more long form video, and I think this gives you a sense. Remember, if you remember my username, we spoke before. Awareness. Okay. Yes. On to the next live. Yes, I do appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on. And I think just having this mental mindset, I don't want to go into the office all hyped. I gotta slow down a moment. And I think just realizing how aggressive people drive, whether you're in Metro Detroit, Houston, Texas, the UK, Australia, Los Angeles, California, people have to get to work, but they don't have to kill you. They don't have to cut you off. They don't have to be hyper aggressive. I think a lot of people just want to be left alone. Just let me drive. Let me get in the middle lane. Let me drive at the speed limit and be safe. And then you see a lot more aggressive drivers. And I can speak to this, you know, 5 or 10 years ago, being that driver, you're late. You're going to speed. And if you're late, you're going to hit that juice pedal. You're going to cut off cars. You're going to run through the drive-through. You're going to get your coffee. And the next thing you know, you're almost in a near collision. And I try to avoid those situations. And I try to narrate this and show you. Okay, if you've been watching this, clear view driving. That's my girl from the UK. Clear view driving. I'm going to have to reach out to her, maybe try to get her on. She's over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Great content creator, great driving instructor, drives a manual, videos, helps people learn how to drive. One of my goals, I do want to meet her one day. She did compliment me on a video. Also on TikTok, she's over 1.3, 1.2 million. Clearview Driving School TV, yes, and others. Yes, incredible. Great instructor, great sense of humor. Her videos always trending, And I've learned a lot from her as an instructor. So you just got to keep grinding, keep going on. And I'm just blessed, right? TikTok definitely very popular. Yeah, if you're like, you know, 10 to 25, you're probably on TikTok. If you're 25 to 35, you're probably on YouTube. She's probably on Instagram too. So I do follow her for, you know, ideation, content creation. Even though we don't drive a manual, what I want to do is rent a manual and make some content. I think that'd be very helpful. So I always like to shout out, what a coincidence, Clearview uploaded 4 minutes ago. Yes, and I just saw it. When I just saw it pop up on my notifications. Okay, yes, so we're both subscribed to her too. And I like learning from different, I'm low on gas. I'm gonna have to get some petrol. I watch her content all the time, and she just has a different style. She's quiet and makes the face, and you know, I'm more energetic, but you learn. So, but let's review. We got on the motorway on the interstate. It's crazy. People are driving 85, 95. Clearview driving popped up on our notifications. Shout out to Clearview. We love you, girl. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. From a fellow instructor in the United States to another fellow instructor across the pond, right? I do want to do a collaboration with you. We'll figure it out. We'll talk. So it's really important that we continue to support each other in the driver's education community. And I'm more like urban. Yes, that's my guy too. Yes, he does great stuff. Clearview, D&G, high impact, great driving. Okay, he does the shoes, the merch too. We saw one accident today too. That's crazy, man. Well, coming here on 94, it looked like a Tesla had hit the wall in the left lane. And then also Wham Bam Tesla, we watched that too, because from the cameras in the Tesla, you can see accidents happening, people tailgating, people to the left, people to the right. This is why it's so important that I keep saying it. You're like, Myles, you keep saying you're going to hook up your camera. You're a bunch of crap. It's up in the hutch in the kitchen. Okay? I've got to hook it up on my mirror, bring the wire to the back, and then you can see for yourself. Okay? What I've learned from them, be yourself. Be a good instructor. Be passionate. Be patient. Okay? And then you probably know this guy too, Mr. Road Ready. In Michigan, in the United States. His mom owns a driver's education school. So he teaches 18 to like 50. And then he's got a Tesla. He does a lot of content too. He's at almost 500,000 on TikTok. He's about 40K on YouTube. He's on Instagram. So we did a live with him. I'll link that up. So it's great. But a lot of the driving channels I look at, you guys look at too, because we each got a different style. Right? And that's really good. I got about 1 minute. So I want you to continue to support all the content creators. And I'm going to go live later about 6:45. And then we'll talk about defensive driving, driver awareness. I'll do a quizzy. We'll get you in on that. So I want to say thank you. And I hope you enjoyed everything today. Subscribe and follow, leave comments. Bye, guys.